What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Rideshare Hub. My name is Greg Wave. I wanted to hit you guys with a video on understanding when you should rent or buy a car. So when you should rent a vehicle from Lyft or Uber versus should you buy a vehicle for it. So I'll start by saying you should never buy a vehicle for Uber and Lyft. You should buy a vehicle if you need a vehicle, and then maybe you can use it, but if you are going to use it part-time. And that is the main thing I will say, is that if you're going to use your own car for driving, using it as a part-time driver is the only way that it makes sense. In my eyes, it is pretty much a scam if you use your car full-time for Uber and Lyft, because of what you're actually making, and you're gonna just destroy your vehicle in 2 years, and then you're in a serious problem because you have no car. I know people that have run into scenarios where they drove full-time for 2 or 3 years. They put over 200,000 miles on the car. They needed a new car at this point, but guess what? They were financing the vehicles, so they still owed like 8 grand on the car. It needed about 2 or 3 grand of repairs if they wanted to really be driving it for Uber and Lyft, and they're in a huge problem. So if you're driving 20 to 30 hours a week, I think it's safe to do it on your car, on your own vehicle, because you won't put a crazy amount of miles on it. And as long as you're effective about taking care of your car and you know, doing regular maintenance, it's gonna, for the most part, be okay. And then obviously writing off those miles. Now here's when you should rent a car. You should rent a car from Uber, Lyft, or hire car if you are a full-time driver. The reason being is that you will put so many miles on whatever vehicle you're driving as a full-time driver that you will destroy the car. So all the better if it's not your vehicle and it's someone else's, or it's a rental car company's. Because then you just return that car, you say, hey, I'm done with it, and guess what? You go rent a brand new one. So it's kind of a foolproof scenario. You know, and these companies, they make out pretty well. They generally are selling the vehicles too. So once a driver takes a car over like 80,000 miles, they usually sell it real quick, and then they buy another one at ultra low budget with no bells and whistles, and then they rent it out. So it's not even something to feel bad about either. Like they're all going to be okay. But basically, to summarize it, as a full-time driver, you should absolutely consider renting a vehicle. You're going to kill yourself. You're going to kill your car if you do it full-time on your own vehicle. All that maintenance and stuff gets incredibly stressful. But if you can just pop into any spot and get it fixed, and the rental car company's covering it, that's a pretty solid deal, and definitely something to consider. So that's what I got for you guys. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I hope this helped you make a decision if you were thinking about renting versus buying. I do have a video out about the rental program with a little more details. So if you want to hear about what that looks like, be sure to check out that video. Have a good day, guys, and I will see you all soon.